Amazing. How you guys doing? My name's Jendrik. I'm from Poland, but I've lived in Berlin for a year. I love it here. I love Germany. I'm surprised how much I love it, considering how much my grandparents hated it. But like them, I'm working in Germany. And like them, I'm getting paid for it. The key to enjoying Germany is to avoid learning German. Because the less I understand, the better it is. Is Germany a perfect country? Does it have some problems? The answer is no and yes. Do I know what those problems are? Absolutely not. People, and the best thing is, I don't have to listen to old people. So when I buy my vegetables at the market from some old guy, I don't have to hear him talk about how lovely his broccoli is and that the Jews did COVID. That's what I ran away from in Poland. We all know the Jews didn't do COVID. It was preschools. I have a daughter, she just finished preschool. I was like, yes, we're out of the plague. Because if you don't know, because everybody who's ever had contact with a little kid knows that the first thing that they make you do is get sick. Like, they're lovely, but they are little disease-infested pests. Like my daughter, like we had COVID at home, and so we had COVID at home, and it was sort of annoying because it was like relay COVID. Like as soon as I started getting healthy, my wife got it, then my daughter got it. We spent almost 20 days at home with one person having COVID at least, right? I decided to kill that. My daughter comes home. She has the sniffles. I'm like, get up here, cough in my face. The next day, I make out with my wife, pull a French kiss, grab her by the back of the head, just really spread those germs, just get all our sickness in at the same time because it's just so much time. Look, I don't have time to be sick. I'm barely alive. But I really do like Germany. I like doing all the bullshit that people don't like. Like I like going to the German offices with the paperwork because it's the closest thing that you can do at my age to adventure games. Like Skyrim, like you get that quest where you have to get gold from the dragon, and that's like I have to get Kindergeld. I don't know if you guys know what that is. Kindergeld is the government paying you for fucking wrong. It's the weirdest thing in the world because if you're sexually active and have a kid I was 38 when my daughter was born. If you're that age when your kid is born, that means you probably had 20 good years of fucking where you were trying to not have a kid. And then somebody comes up and goes, let's do it differently, right? It's like you spend your entire life driving your car, avoiding accident, and then the woman you love, the most beautiful woman in the world, comes up and goes, let's run into a tree together. And you're like, so I won't have to wear a condom? And he's like, no, you won't. I'm like, yeah, let's run into that tree. And then you run into the tree and they give you money for it. It's fucking awesome. I love Germany so much. But I love getting my Kindergeld because it was like 14 pieces of paper, and every piece of paper required me to get another piece of paper. I was like, this is fucking the best adventure game in the world. There's real money at stake. I used to spend all that time sitting on my computer like click, 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 for nothing. I have to buy those games now. It's €217 a month. Loving it. Germany's great, but I'm really tired. I'm really tired because I'm a little older than probably most of you. I'm in my mid-40s, which means I'm never going to be young until I die. Because everybody's too young when they die. Queen Elizabeth taken so early. She didn't even she outlived her husband, but he almost made it to 100, right? And I think it was really mean how everybody was making fun of what Prince Philip looked like right before he died. He was obviously very old and frail and sick. Well, like, at that age, I'm gonna be like mulch, right? Like, at 99, I'm gonna be like, well, this is a grave where somebody was buried like 20, 30 years ago, guys. You can put another body in there. Yeah, that's too much Dark humor right there. A lot of loyalists to the crown in this audience. So I was expecting that. All right. No, but I'm really tired. I'm trying to do too much, and so I'm trying to figure out, how to handle all of it. And so I met my wife 11 years ago. Okay, and that means that I've never been on Tinder, which was founded 10 and a half years ago. I've never been on a dating app. Right? Because, thank God, right? But that also means, if I actually, okay, so now I do have an account on the dating app. It's Grindr. And I'm not exploring my sexuality, even though there's nothing wrong with that in Germany. I think Berlin is the perfect city for it. But I have an account on Grindr, and my entire ad is like, looking for a man with a family who's cheating on his spouse on the down low. Because that man has his time management fucking on point. I figured out, I want his secrets, and if I have to suck some dick to do it, I'm willing to do that. And I know what you're thinking. What about your wife? My wife knows. I told my wife is from Eastern Poland. When we started dating, my wife told me that she would never leave me. We were very in love, and she told me, listen, I'm never going to leave you, no matter what you do. And at first I thought, wow, she must have gone through a lot, because that's unhealthy, right? Because when I first heard it, I thought, wow, that means that I could cheat on her and it'd be okay. God, that sounds... But then I realized, no, that is not at all what that means. It means that if I fuck up too bad, she's just gonna kill me. And I'm an atheist, but I believe in my wife. I need that moral guidance above me, like, what would Kasia do? Yeah, I'm gonna be good. And I figure, like, listen, if it doesn't work out on Grindr, I'm gonna hit the second gayest social media app out there. You all know it, Pinterest. We got some boards set up. And if that doesn't work out, maybe Vinted. Maybe Zalando Studio. Is that a thing still? Anybody? Oh, okay. Anybody? Oh, aren't you like half of you are like from Zalando, right? You guys got any discount codes for me? I'm poor. No, I'm kidding. I work in tech too. Oh, we sent my daughter to school this year because it turns out that's what you have to do by law in Germany. And unlike other countries where I've lived, because this is the 8th city that I've lived in, 3rd country. Nowhere else did the schools really care if you sent your kid. Like, of course you have to send your kid to school, right? But if you go to school and like say, listen, we're gonna take our kid out of school for 2 weeks, right? They usually go, okay. If you try to do that in Germany, they go, no. They go, okay, can I take her out for a week? They go, no. How about 3 days? They go, yes, but any longer, and you need a doctor's note, or else you get to pay a fine. Oh, that's not great, right? But I figured out if we need to get my daughter out of school, we're gonna do it, and this is what I've heard, right? Supposedly, right before summer starts, they send cops to the airport who like, oh, there's a little Schulkind. Bitte, come here. And they're gonna be like, is your child going to school in Germany? Then why isn't she there? And here's a fine for you to pay. But so I figured out if anything happens, I'll tell her that, unfortunately my daughter's grandmother passed away, and her last wish was for us to see her off at the all-inclusive 4-star resort, Blue Lagoon in southern Mallorca, 4.5 stars on TUI, 6 nights, 7 days. Anyway, give a hand for Tara.